Welcome back to Access Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and today I'll be doing a walkthrough review of Naruto Shippuden episode 308. Now, if you remember from last episode, we find out Kabuto has reanimated Hayata in order for Hayata to steal the scroll, which is located in the medical camp. Apparently, the scroll has deceased elite shinobi stored within it. Definitely worth mentioning. However, Yugia and Hayata were lovers, and it just so happens Yugia is at the medical camp. And if you forget, Yugia used to be a former Anbu Black Ops member. Just putting that out there. But again, Yugia and Hayata were once lovers. Just putting that out there. But moving on past that, we find out Hayata has stolen the scroll and has got the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, he escaped. And again, that's where the episode ends, and I'll have my final thought and rating at the end of the clip, so stay tuned. But let's dive right on in. So we open up this episode with Sukiya. Now, Sukiya sends Yugia to take care of Hayata in general, because apparently she got wind of Yugia being a former Anbu Black Ops member and thought she'd be perfect at tracking him. Yeah, I wouldn't go there. The flames aren't there anymore. You know what? She feels like she cannot fight anymore, and it's like it's not going to go anywhere. And Sukiya is being a bitch about it. She's like, I don't care. Go after the guy. Now, moving on past that, we find out Sakura, as well as two other random shinobi, are going to assist Yugia in tracking down and finding Hayata in general. Just putting that out there. However, the scent has gone cold for Hayata. That means no one can find out where he's at because his scent, his tracks, they've gone stale. Well, technically he's dead, so they were already stale to begin with. Again, just putting that out there. Now, moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with Yugia, and she has a flashback of Hayata. Yeah, so we get a little more closure on how they met, per se, and how close they were at one point in time, if you didn't already know that. However, we are thrown with a little bit of information from Hayata. I know, I can't believe we finally get more information. I mean, he's dead, he's now back, and we get information! But anyways, again, we're being thrown a curveball with some information from Hayata. Apparently, he's an expert in sword style. He specializes in transparency. Something I did not know, so he specializes in transparency jutsu. Definitely interesting. So, the group that's now tracking Hayata, they plan to avoid close combat with Hayata in general. Okay, it's a great plan, but it's not going to work. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. But moving on past that, we find out Yugia's group catches up with Hayata. I know. Now we see one reanimated shinobi down. Already, one reanimated shinobi is already done with. Really? So now we've got two more to go? Wow, that was short-lived. Hayata, if only you could have picked out your own backup, you would have been set for life. But you know what? You had Kabuto pick out your two backup shinobis, which were reanimated. And that's not going well for you. No, it's not. So Hayata not only has one backup shinobi with him now, the other one has just been defeated. Really? Yeah, and the other reanimated shinobi uses a clone jutsu right off the bat. I can't wait to see where that's going to take us. But you know what? This random shinobi appears out of nowhere. He uses Earth-style flying stones on Hayata. And I thought, okay, this is going to go somewhere, right? Yeah, the kunai knives versus sword goes into play here. Yeah, we see kunai knives versus a sword. And guess what? Defeated. Kunai knives versus a sword? Really? Hayata is a little better than that. Just a little better. But anyways, again, the sword style definitely won versus the kunai knives. Thank God. And moving on past that, we're taking to a little cutscene with Yugia. Apparently, she was given a sword during the fighting. She was given a sword by Yokeis. And Yokeis was like all ready. He's like, here, take my sword. And he throws it at Yugia. I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting. But wait, she can't fight Hayata because she just can't. So she drops the sword and she runs. I'm like, really? In the middle of a fight, you're going to drop the sword and run? What the fuck? Yeah, literally, come on. Now, Hayata, he actually attacks Yugia right off the bat, and it's blocked by Yokeis. Yeah, I'm like, okay, so Yokeis probably has a thing for Yugia, just put that out there, but it's not stated, so I can't say it for sure, but it looks like Yokeis has a thing for her. But anyways, Hayata does attack Yugia, even though he doesn't want to. He does, because he's under Kabuto's control, and it's been blocked. His attack has been blocked by Yokeis. Kind of didn't expect that right away, but she was running. I mean, Yugia was running away, scared per se, because she doesn't want to fight her ex-lover, so it kind of makes sense. Now, the other reanimated shinobi has been defeated, so yeah, Hayata's backup shinobi that was with them, defeated, so now he's alone. And Hayata just bugs out. Hayata just drops what he's doing, gets the hell out of Dodge. Probably the best thing he probably could have done. Now, Hyuga, she's actually about to go MIA. This was later on throughout the day, of course, later on that night. And Hyuga, she's about to go MIA. She's going to leave and just run. She's not even going to run after Hayata in general. And Sakura, she approaches Yugia before she leaves. Sakura approaches her and says, okay, this is the big question we all wanted to ask. Why did you leave the Anbu Black Ops? Plain and simple, why did you leave? Does she answer the question? No. So we're taking to a brief little flashback. Apparently she snapped after her lover, which was Hayata, died, and her emotions just became too stretched out. She couldn't take it. I mean, her ex-lover died. Nah, her emotions just went rampant, and she couldn't take it anymore. So she couldn't even hold a sword, let alone become an Anbu Black Ops member. So it makes sense. Now, the sword reminds Yugia of Hayata's death. So every time she sees a sword, it reminds her of Hayata's death, because Hayata, he was an expert in swordsmanship. And they used to spar back and forth back in the day, so that's why she can take the sword from Yokkei's. That's why she dropped it and she ran. So it does make sense. Now, apparently, Sakura and Yokkei's, they're starting to talking about Yugia and whatnot. So they're just talking. They have their little moment. Now we are taking to a little cutscene with Yokkei's, and Yokkei's gives Yugia his sword yet again. And Sakura catches up to Hayata by herself, of course. And then we see Yugia and Yokkei's attack Hayata out of nowhere. And I thought this was going to be an epic fight. We see Hayata versus Yugia. It's definitely a really great build-up. However, yeah, we see the next move we see is the Dance of Crescent Moon. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So we see the Dance of the Crescent Moon from both Hayata and Yugia. And it's amazing. So we see a Dance of the Crescent Moon versus the same thing, Dance of the Crescent Moon. Interesting fight. Hayata gets stabbed. Hayata is now stabbed, and he falls. So first we get to see Hayata versus Yugia, and they're using the Dance of Crescent Moon versus Dance of Crescent Move. And I thought I was going to go somewhere, but again, it doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm ranting so much right now about this move because I thought it was going to go somewhere. It doesn't go anywhere because Hayata is stabbed, and he falls. He is defeated. So Hayata, end result, he fails. Plain and simple. And now he's being, I believe the correct term that they're doing to all the reanimated shinobi, they're sealing him up in general. So Hayata, he's defeated. He's done. And Yugia, she's back. She can now fight. And that's where the episode ends. As for final thoughts, well, first of all, now that Yugia is back on her feet and she can use her weapon now, or a weapon, is she going to join the Anbu Black Ops? We don't really know. Or is she going to stick with the medical camp? Probably for now she's going to stick with the medical camp. Now moving on past that, what is Kabuto going to do now that his ace in his sleep has been defeated? Yeah, he doesn't have the scroll with the deceased shinobi on them, so what's he going to do? We really don't know. And that ends it for my final thoughts. Nothing special there. Definitely nothing special. Moving on past that to my final rating. 3.5 out of 5. The fighting was mediocre at best. Was there any romance? Yes, the romance and drama was there between Hayata and Yugia. But other than that, not really. Was there any information being thrown at us? Yes, just about Hayata and Yugia, how they met, and a little bit of information about Hayata and what is his true goal, like his powers in general, such as he's an expert swordsman to using, I guess, his jutsu. He specializes in transparency jutsu. That's about it. And again, final rating, 3.5 out of 5. And that ends it for my walkthrough and review of Naruto Shippuden episode 308. But definitely comment down below, let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Definitely subscribe, check me out on Twitter, and follow me if you like. But let me know what you thought of this episode, and let me know what you think's going to happen in the next episode that's coming out. But again, guys, that ends it for now, and I got to hit the bricks, and I got to go. And before I go, I got to say it, and I always say it, you can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.